Welcome to my math tutorial. For this video, I will show to you the steps in determining the measured dispersion of a grouped data. Again, measure of dispersion will tell you how spread are the scores or your data. In this video, variance and standard deviation are emphasized. Example, find the variance and standard deviation of the grouped data below. In the first column, we have the class scores which was grouped. We have 0 until 5, 6 to 11, 12 to 17, 18 to 23, and 24 to 29. For the second column, we have the frequency of each group. We have 8, 5, 12, 4, and 5 respectively. First, we need to solve for the variance before we can get the standard deviation of the data. For the variance is equal to quotient between the summation of the product of the frequency and the square difference of the mean and mid-class scores, and the difference of the summation of the frequency and 1. Then, the computed variance will be used to derive the standard deviation of the group. Standard deviation is the square root of the variance. Let's apply in the example. First, we need to get the mean of the grouped. To do this, we need to apply the steps in determining the mean of a grouped data. The formula for the mean is the summation of the product of mid-class score divided by the summation of frequency. In order to use the formula, we need to complete the below. Since we need the mid-class score are represented as x, we need to add third column. Mid-class scores is the center of the class scores group. For example, we have 0 until 5. We need to add and divide it by 2. So, 0 plus 5 is 5 divided by 2 is 2.5. 6 plus 11 is 17 divided by 2 is 8.5. 12 plus 17 is 29 divided by 2 is 14.5. 18 plus 23 is 41 divided by 2 is 20.5. Lastly, 24 plus 29 is 53 divided by 2 is 26.5. Now that the third column is complete, we can already create a fourth column to complete the formula. The formula is gives as the product of frequency, f, and mid-class score, x. Thus, the first one is 8 times 2.5 is 20. 5 times 8.5 is 42.5. 12 times 14.5 is 174. 4 times 20.5 is 82 and 5 times 26.5 is 132.5. The table is complete for the mean. All we need to do is to add the product of frequency and mid-class scores or f of x. We have 20 plus 42.5 plus 174 plus 82 plus 132.5 is 451. Next, add the frequency. We have 8 plus 5 plus 12 plus 4 plus 5 is 34. Lastly, we substitute in the formula. The summation of the product of frequency add mid-class scores is 451 divided by the summation of frequency which is 34. So, 451 divided by 34 is 13.265. Round your answer to the nearest thousandths. Since the computed mean is 13.265, we can add another column which will be the computed mean. Put 13.265 in the fourth column. Next, we need to add another column labeled as the difference of the mean and the mid-class score. First, 2.5 minus 13.265 is 10.765. Second, 8.5 minus 13.265 is 4.765. Third, 14.5 minus 13.265 is negative 1.235. Fourth, 20.5 minus 13.265 is negative 7.235. Fifth, 26.5 minus 13.265 is negative 13.235. The fifth column is complete. Next is the add another column which will be labeled as the square of the difference of the mean and mid-class scores. First, 10.765 squared is 10.765 times 10.765 is 115.885. Second, 4.765 squared is 4.765 times 4.765 is 22.705. Third, negative 1.235 squared is negative 1.235 times negative 1.235 is 1.525. Fourth, negative 7.235 squared is negative 7.235 times negative minus 7.235 is 52.345. Fifth, negative 13.235 squared is negative minus 13.235 times negative minus 13.235 is 232.105. We are done with the sixth column. To fulfill the formula for the variance, we need the last column, which is the product of frequency and square of the difference of the mean and mid-class scores. First, 8 times 115.885 is 927.085. Second, 5 times 22.705 is 113.525. Third, 12 times 1.525 is 18.3. Fourth, 4 times 52.345 is 209.38. Fifth, 5 times 232.105 is 1160.525. Since our data is almost complete, we just need to add the following so that we can use the formula for the variance. First one, add the data in the 8 column. We have 927.08 plus 113.525 plus 18.3 plus 209.38 plus 1160.525 is 2428.81. Second, add the data in second column. We have 8 plus 5 plus 12 plus 4 plus 5 is 34. Substitute this 2 in the variance formula. We have 2428.81 divided by 34 minus 1. 2428.81 divided by 33 is approximately 73.600. Thus, the computed variance is 73.600. For the standard deviation, use the computed variance. Take the square of the variance, which is the square root of 73.600, is approximately 8.579.